Welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom here on awesomestreaming.com. I am your host. Okay, we got some bad news. This broke yesterday. Jason Pearson, comics artist, dead at 52. He was one of the members of Gaijin Studios out of Atlanta, Georgia. Longtime studio they ran for like 19 years back in the 90s and early 2000s. Cully Hamner, Adam Hughes, Brian Stelfreeze, a bunch of guys were members of that, and he was one of the guys. Here's his obituary, basically, on a variety of websites. Here's comicbook.com. Jason Pearson, a veteran comics artist, best known for his creator-owned book, Body Bags, has died. He's 52 years old. According to reports that emerged last night, Pearson may have passed away in December, with a statement from his family suggesting that Pearson passed away on December 19th. The cause of death was reportedly a heart attack. After word his death reached social media, fellow comics creators started to eulogize the artist, celebrating his work and reminiscing about their experiences with Pearson. Pearson, born in 1970, was one of the founding members of Atlanta-based Gaijin Studios. He broke into comics with a Starman issue in 1991 and will go on to work on a number of high-profile books, including Spider-Man and Deadpool, over the course of his career. Keith Giffen, who worked on the Starman issue, became a mentor and collaborator of Pearson, working with him on Legion of Superheroes, his first regular gig for the Big Two. After an anthology series that Gaijin was pitching the Image failed to materialize, Pearson brought Body Bags to Dark Horse Comics, where it was published in 1992 as a 4-issue miniseries as the debut title for the Blanche Noir line of titles produced by Gaijin. So White Black. That was the line. I remember that. I got these books. The ultra-violent series centered on Mac Delgado and his 14-year-old daughter Panda, who are a duo of assassins, colloquially calling themselves body baggers. The extreme violence and the joy characters seem to get from it, combined with the fact that Panda was depicted as being both very sexualized and also just 14, drew criticism from day one. Pearson struggled with both health and deadline issues for most of his career, with the final Body Bag story, which he kickstarted in 2015, never being released before his death. That first Body Bag story was delayed due to issues with Pearson's health, and a planned 6-issue follow-up later in the 90s was scrapped after Pearson became sick and then reportedly decided he didn't like the work that he had completed. It wasn't until 2005 that he finally would follow up on the project with Body Bags Father's Day, which collected the original 4-issue miniseries into 2 oversized issues. The next year, Pearson would release Body Bags 3, The Hard Way, which featured 1 new story as well as reprints of some minor appearances Mac and Panda had made in other books over the years. In 2008, he brought them back together in Body Bags One Shot. During the years when Pearson was struggling to make progress on his signature creation, he found work on characters like DC's Legion of Superheroes, Marvel's Namor, the Submariner, and Image's Spawn, Savage Dragon, and Witchblade. He worked on a few Batman stories as well as Buffy the Vampire Slayer at Dark Horse and a couple of Tom Strong stories with Alan Moore for America's Best Comics. He also became a cover artist of some note, with his distinctive style jumping off the shelf at an audience. When he was in poor health or struggling with deadlines, covers were a steady source of income and allowed him to work on characters from Superman to Gen 13 to Black Panther. In 2022, Pearson told fans that he was working to complete a long-delayed Body Bags Don't Die Until I Kill You, which he funded via Kickstarter in 2015. There is no word how close to completion the project ever came. His last published mainstream comics work came in 2011 when he had a run on various X-Men titles for Marvel. Our condolences go out to Pearson's family, friends, collaborators, and friends during our time. Okay, one of the rumors I heard, now I don't know if this is true, but I heard that he was bipolar. So that's the health issues that they allude to. They don't want to come out and say it. Here's another article on bleedingcool.com. I'm not going to read it. It's the same thing. This is what his parents posted online. So his name was Jason Trent Pearson. His birthday was August 29th, 1970. He passed away December 19th, 2022. Horrible time to pass away. I mean, it's never a good time to die, but it's always worse when it's around one of the holidays. So yeah, it's really, really bad. There's a picture of him from a bunch of cons back in 2011. I liked his work. I mean, I got body bags. Because I remember that when they came out with that Gaijin Studios, and I have a website, gaijinstudios.proboards.com. That's my site I created years ago for their work. So I got links to all the articles on here that I'm going to show you, and here's all the members of that group. Doug Wagner, Carl Story, Jason Pearson, Tony Harris, Joe Phillips, Rick Mays, Laura Martin, Stein Walsh, Dave Johnson, Jason Martin, Georges Genti, Kelsey Shannon, Tony Shasteen, and before I said Cully Hamner, Brian Stelfreeze, Adam Hughes. So awesome talent. He is not forgotten. Here's another article. It's on ICV2, and all the links to this stuff are on gaijinstudios.proboards.com or gaijinstudios.proboards.com. So you can go there and see it. It's all free. It's got links to all this. 12 Gauge Studios published a collection in 2015 or 2005. So yeah, he was all over the place after the Blanche Noir deal with Dark Horse went away. Comic book resources here. They have the info on this too yesterday. So really sad, you know. Anytime somebody passes away, it's bad. It's sad because there's family members that are going to grieve for this guy. It looks like he never was married, didn't have any kids. I don't know if he had a significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever his thing was. I don't know. Like I said, they keep everything quiet. If he had bipolar problems or anything like that, they didn't want anything getting out. And I heard that from rumors that, you know, that caused him to burn a lot of bridges in the industry, which I don't know if that's true or not. That, like I said, that's just rumors. But the guy, he could draw really good. He was a really good artist, and it's a shame. Like I said, these 4 articles I've just shown you are all linked at gaijinstudios.proboards.com. Check it out. Celebration of his life and work. It's just, like I said, it's just sad. There's nothing to say. There's nothing good to ever say out of when somebody passes away, because somebody's going to miss the person. You know, even the worst guy you can think of is Scrooge or whatever. Somebody's gonna be like, hey, he was a nice guy to me at one point, you know. So that's really bad. That, you know, this guy had a heart attack. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you don't plan nothing like that. 52 years old is young too. He's 4 years older than me. So, like I said, go check out his stuff. His work is out there. Go look it up. You know, enjoy his work if you haven't seen it. Like I said, he was a hell of an artist. Check it out. Everybody have a good day.